Right, lads, it's a CFC vlog here, and welcome to yet another episode of the weekend preview. Just the weekend roundup is just uploaded now, so I thought it'd be a good time to start recording the weekend preview for our double upload today, and we'll get straight into the action. First game is Crystal Palace versus Arsenal, the in-form team versus the relegation form team. It doesn't look good, really. For Palace, unfortunately, or fortunately, actually, as it as it turns out. But I can't see much else other than a smashing, so I'm going to predict a 3-0 win for Arsenal. Pretty standard prediction there. Next game is Man United versus Stoke, and I've been constantly predicting Man United to win, thinking they can't lose another, surely, so I'm still going for that. I'm going to predict a 1-0 win for Man United. I just can't see them losing and losing and losing and losing. You know, they're probably quite unlucky to draw against Southampton last week, so that with Van Persie back in the goals and Rooney in form and Januzaj looking good, they should be able to get the win against Stoke tomorrow. The next game is Norwich versus Cardiff. Two just average teams, really. Norwich, and I can't see it being a very exciting match. I'm going to take the 1-1 draw in that match, just because I feel like Cardiff could just nick a goal, and I hope Fraser Campbell gets a goal because he's in my fantasy league team still. Um, Next game is Liverpool versus West Bromwich Albion. Obviously Liverpool playing very well this season. Suarez and Sturridge both the new SAS is playing very well. I'm going to predict a 2-0 win for West Bromwich Albion. Liverpool. That's tricked you. No, I didn't even mean to say that. Another cock up from me. Uh, and here we and the next game is Aston Villa versus Everton. A very good game that in prospect. Both teams looking good. Obviously, Christian Benteke coming back, probably going to start his first game since his injury. He came on and looked a goal threat for Aston Villa against Tottenham last week, and I expect him to get back in the goals. But I still think Everton have enough to uh, beat Villa with Benteke's count fellow countryman Lukaku up front. So I'm going to predict a 3-2 win for Everton. Next game is Southampton versus Fulham. A potentially good game again. Southampton picking up a good point against Man United last week. Fulham picking up a solid win against Crystal Palace, a 4-1 win. At Southampton, I'm predicting a 2-2 draw. And yeah, so there's not really much else to say about that match. Next game, we have the Tyneside, I don't know. The derby, which involves Newcastle and Sunderland. Um, and I mean, I know the obvious prediction would be to predict a win for Newcastle, but last year Paulo Di Canio's first win for Sunderland was against Newcastle, so I'm kind of thinking Gus Poyet's first win may be against Newcastle, and what a place to get your first win, because it gets the fans straight away on your side like it did for Di Canio up until this season. But you know, if it's going to happen anywhere, it's going to happen at Newcastle, or not at Newcastle, but against Newcastle. So you know, I'm going to predict a 2-1 win for Sunderland. The next game is the big one of the weekend. The two big guns coming against each other. Two probably top four members by the end of the year. As Chelsea and Man City. I'm going to go ahead and predict a 1-0 win for Chelsea. Just because at home I always fancy Chelsea, especially under Jose Mourinho. Despite him not being as good as everyone thought it would be with him coming in again. But they looked fairly impressive against Cardiff last week. So they'll probably will, if they just keep Aguero quiet and just stop the ball from getting up to him, they should handle alright. And and maybe that goal from Eto'o will give them the confidence to go on and start scoring a few more. Next game is Swansea versus West Ham. Swansea obviously playing very well. Came out with 4-0 victors against Sunderland last week. West Ham lost 3-1 to Man City. And I'm not sure whether Carroll is anywhere near being back, but it's going to be hard if they're going to continue playing without that striker. They have got Bobby Zamora and Milan Petric. Out of the two, I think Petric will probably be the better person to have up front, but you never know. With that, it's not Bobby Zamora, is it? Such a cock up. It's Cotton Cole. Sorry. I just realised that. Otherwise, I had to put like some kind of annotation on the screen in the video. Thank God I realised it beforehand. But yeah, so. But I do predict Swansea to carry on and keep winning. So I'm going to predict a 2-0 win for Swansea. And at Swansea, it's always a hard place to go, so can't see West Ham coming out too well there. Next game is Spurs versus Hull. Obviously Spurs got a good win against Aston Villa last week. Hull, on the other hand, lost to Everton last week. It helps I only just did the weekend roundup because I don't remember all the results. I might have to keep doing this. So I predict Spurs to carry on and keep winning to get themselves another win. So I'm predicting a 3-1 win to Spurs. Next game is the Charlton game. It's Charlton versus Wigan. It's actually playing on a Sunday because Wigan are in the Europa League on Thursday. Hopefully that knackers them out. And I have a little theory that's going on, because whenever I predict Charlton to win, we end up getting a negative result. Whenever I predict Charlton to lose, we end up getting a positive result. So I'm gonna just test this theory one last time, and I'm gonna go ahead and say for a 1-0 Charlton win, and see if my theory is actually true, or whether my face goes really dark when I get this close to the mic. I have to find out how true my theory. I want to try find out how true my theory is, and I do feel we got enough to win. Obviously, Wigan probably won't be at their strongest, considering they just had a Europa League game, and with Kermo and Johnny Jackson probably coming back for Charlton, it will be a very, very good game. Hopefully, football for a fiver. If you're in Charlton local area, honestly, go down. It's a great scheme to get cheap football. It's actually for £6. That £1's going for charity, but there's no way you can say football for £6, which makes it sound good. Football for a fiver sounds good. Football for £6 doesn't sound as good. So, £1 is going to charity. So, if you are in Charlton, if you are in the local area of Charlton and you want to go down to the Valley and watch a bit of football, please, it's a great scheme, and please go down and watch that for your Sunday evening, for your Sunday kind of 3 o'clock kickoff. I believe it's pretty close to getting sold out, so you might have to buy your tickets in advance, but it's still worthwhile going down and seeing two good teams go at it, hopefully, and hopefully seeing the Charlton win. So if you guys like that video, please leave a like, please comment, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.